Hey guys, back with Asara. We've played 3-player and 2-player versions. We just had a bit of a kerfuffle here with my son in a 2-player because we were on the 4th round, but I had it marked as only the 3rd, so I was going for endgame in the 4th round, and he seemed to be playing strange because he was thinking it was still the 3rd round, so we basically got in a situation where we weren't able to really resolve the game, but that's okay. It's the 3rd or 4th time we play. So basically, what you want to focus on early is trying to get some of these smaller ones built with emblems on them, because the gold emblems are going to get you bonus every turn. My son's been outplaying me in that respect. And then later on, you want to try to add to your diversity and then focus on maybe the cheaper ones, such as the brown or greens, to get the highest buildings. Now overall then, throughout the game, in 3-player you're going to be, or 4-player, you're not going to be focusing so much on individual players trying to outperform them. But when it's just 2 players, the area of the board that are going to become more important are over here for adding cards to get trading in 1 for 2 cards. We have a pile over here to add to your hand to be able to outlast and get things cheap at the end, and then also getting the money spaces for 8, 10, and 12. Those are going to be key, being strategic in a 2-player game. Those are going to be a lot more contested and a big part of the battle. But overall, you can see my amount here. Yeah, the important points are going to be making sure you get emblems early on your buildings, getting a couple towers built, and then focus later on trying to either get the biggest in each color or the second biggest. The highest amount of towers is a decent bonus, but the largest amount, but it's not as important as focusing on getting the higher counts. Also over here is where you build the windows. You can purchase them and build them, and those are good for a tie break. Also remember not to save too many buildings to the end, because each round you can only do 7. And so you want to be careful in the end game situation that you don't overcommit and have enough money and enough cards to properly place them, because of course if you have the correct color to match, you can use that card, but if not, you have to put 2 down face down instead of just using 1. Overall, it's an exciting game. I mean, very close. It doesn't have any catch-up mechanisms, but it tends to be quite close out of that Euro genre. And just a nice little diversity. I like the card play. We've always been interested in having cards in games, so it's kind of fun. You get to mix, the cards with a little bit of tile building, so kind of a little bit of a informal drafting or just competing for different areas. Oh, also something important is the bribery spaces. These are basically the 2 places you can access each turn. You have to pay a little bit more, but then you can go in the piles and physically search maybe for a color, such as if you're looking for white or black that aren't out here. And the other important thing is you can search and find one that has an emblem on it. So that's important early to get bonus, to get points accumulating over the game. So there you go, folks. Asara by Kramer and Kiesling. Have a great one. Talk to you later. Clumsy Dad.